Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Loners. We're gathered here today.
You said that last time.
Oh, yeah, I did. All right. Well, we're here today again, guys, and we're glad that you're here. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we want to just say, if you haven't, if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to our vlog channel. The description
is below in the description.
The link is in the description.
Description is in the video below.
My mind's going crazy. Sorry.
Why are we both wearing black?
Because you're copying me.
Pretty sure I was ready before you, but okay. What?
Were you going to say something?
No.
All right. Today we're going to do a video by Girl Gone London. Yeah.
I love how in the title she put interesting in the end.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Okay.
All right. So this one's called Words Pronounced Differently in the UK and the USA. Linda's going to have fun with this one.
No, I'm not. I'm going to shut up the whole time so I don't feel tricked into using an accent.
All right. Here.
Hi and welcome back to another Girl Gone London video. After years of living in the UK as an American, it becomes very clear that not only do we use different words for some things, but even the words we do use that are the same, we often pronounce differently. You can have just a quick scroll through any of my video comment sections to see examples, as people love pointing out the differences, and I actually find it interesting when you do. So this is one of those videos that is only possible after years of living in the UK, because I guarantee you that people who have moved here a year ago have no idea that Brits and Americans say this word differently, as it doesn't tend to come up in daily conversation.
That is, be honest, UK people, how often does that word come up? Baroque?
What
Man,
the fuck is Baroque?
I feel so.
I know what
I feel so.
Baroque means.
I feel so Baroque today.
I know what Baroque means. Wait, is that dead ass?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
No, it's not.
Imagine they just spell
It sounds like a very old-timey word, like a medieval word. All right.
For some reason. Now, when pulling together this list, I noticed that many words we use different pronunciations for are originally French words. For example, in the UK, many people say fillet, while in the US, we say fillet. In the UK, many people say massage, and in the US, we say massage. Similarly, in the UK, it's salon. I kind of overemphasize that, but you get the idea. And in the US, it's salon. And one I get made fun of for in the UK is this word, which according to a very helpful Google pronunciation tool, because I'm still not sure I have it right, in the UK, it sounds much more French, and they would say like croissant.
Oh, so you would say it like how French people say it. Say it, Linda.
No,
Just say it.
They can rewind if they want to hear me sound stupid.
Say it. Croissant.
Okay, that was worse.
Is that right? Something like that. In the US, I say croissant. Emphasis on the aunt. I've dug a little bit deeper into why this is and learned that in many words taken from French, Brits will nativize the stress syllable, while Americans will use the stress syllable as the French do. This doesn't hold true for all examples, though. Another explanation for ones where that doesn't hold is that Americans generally approximate the modern French pronunciations, whereas the British pronunciations derive from the pronunciations that were used in Middle French at the time the words were borrowed, before America even knew it was going to be a thing.
Okay.
In fact, France was spoken by the nobility in England for about 300 years between 1066 and 1362, and there are so many more English words derived from French, including beef, ballet, bouquet, cafe, concierge, chandelier, debut, restaurant, and souvenir.
Wow.
It
I didn't
makes
know
sense,
those were French.
too. France and England are so close that despite being separated by water, you can see France on most days.
Concierge.
I mean, I feel like...
That one sounds French.
Yeah. Okay.
Chandelier.
Okay, press play.
Sorry.
Please.
Out binoculars across the English Channel from Dover. If there's one thing I've actually felt a bit left out on in the UK, it's that people here have a greater understanding of French typically for obvious reasons than we do in the US.
Makes sense.
Many British people learn some French at school, so even if they don't retain everything or ever become close to fluent, I seem to always be the outlier who can't count to even 3 in French. And on the topic of words that aren't French, but I still am never entirely sure how to pronounce, let's go over some more different UK and US pronunciations. While your pronunciation may differ slightly, these are the generalized pronunciations used in each country. In the UK, they say Baroque, and in the US, we say Baroque. In the UK, they
Barack
say
Obama.
Buddha.
Right.
In the US, we say Buddha.
Buddha.
In the UK, they say Nissan. In the US, we say Nissan. In the UK, they say pasta.
Yeah.
In the US,
That is one
heard
I've
that.
heard that
Yeah.
too. Pasta.
I think in the East Coast they say that.
They say
too.
yeah.
we say pasta. In the UK, they say lieutenant. I'm not even sure I can say that the exact right way. In the US, we say lieutenant.
Yeah.
In the UK, they typically say taco, and in the US, we say taco.
The A's are pronounced so funny. The
Cilantro.
and we go ah.
Wow, that was incredible.
In the UK, they say niche, and in the US, we say niche.
I say niche.
In the UK,
Yeah, what?
they say basil. In the US, we say basil. In the UK, they say adult.
Yeah.
In the US, we say adult. In the UK, they say apricot. And in the US, we say apricot.
I say apricot.
In the UK, they say advertisement. And in the US, we say advertisement. In the UK, they say address. In the US, we say address.
I say address.
In the UK, they say boy.
Boy.
In the US, we say buoy. In the UK, they say debris. And in the US, we say debris.
Debris.
In the UK, they say dynasty. And in the US, we say dynasty. In the UK, they say herb. And in the US, we say herb. In the UK, they say leisure. And in the US, I'm almost getting the countries wrong. This is kind of hard, guys. In the US, we say leisure. In the UK, they
I feel like I'm in a
watching
fucking
Dora.
classroom. Yeah, like I'm in a classroom learning something.
Can you say
say missile. And in the US, we say missile. In the UK, they say military. And in the US, we say military.
Tree.
In the UK, they say premier.
I feel like they just skip letters.
And in the US, we say premier. In
That
the
sounded pretty similar.
UK, they say tune. Hope I got that right. And in the US, we say tune.
They say like, you check out that nasty tune, mate.
I don't feel like they say mate a lot over there. Do they?
No, that's Australia.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I used to get Australian accents and British accents confused when I was a kid.
What?
I could not tell them apart.
I mean,
Up
it
until I
makes
was, like,
sense.
12.
We don't hear it a lot, but like in person. Wait,
Yeah.
what do you guys call each other? Like if we say like, "Yo, what's up, dude," or like we'll
I'm
say,
sure
"What's
they
up, man?"
say it. I don't think it's
But
as common.
is it? Do you guys use mate
I
or
think
is
it's
it
like
another
bruv
one?
or something, right?
That sounds
Or is
more
that
like
Australian?
no, bruv is I think it's way more UK.
Okay.
But I think that's like a younger demographic that uses that. I don't think it's like
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is mate. I don't know. I've never been.
I don't know, because when I watch like Shaun of the Dead and stuff, they say mate.
Okay. Great discussion. Play.
In the UK, they say privacy. In the
Privacy.
US, we say privacy. In the UK, they say produce. No, they don't. In the UK, they say produce. No, is that it? How do you say this? The fruit and vegetables. I think you say it. We Americans say produce. Guys, I'm breaking the system here. Okay. In the US, we say produce. In the UK, they say produce. I'm pretty sure. Not like to produce something, but like fruits and vegetables in a store. Okay. In the UK, they say root. In the US, we say route. Also, sometimes I say root.
I say root
Depends
too,
on what I'm
yeah.
talking about. In the UK, they say Van Gogh. And in the US, we say Van Gogh. In the UK, they say vitamin. And in the
I've heard
US,
that.
we say vitamin. In the UK, they say Z. And in the US,
I know.
we say Z. In the
It's just funny to think that we take English classes here, and I'm sure they do too.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know when they're like teaching you the high and the lows of the like vowels and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
like this is a low E and this is a high E or
Wait,
whatever.
whoa. Low and high?
Is it low and high or is it?
I've never heard that.
Am I making shit up?
I've never heard low and high. I've heard vowels and consonants and stuff like that.
I think I just made that up. Wait. Maybe I'm getting that mixed up with capital and lowercase. But you know
Yeah,
how
I think that's what you
know
meant.
how some maybe those Spanish class because you know when it's like a
All right, let's continue.
oh, wait.
What?
Okay, whatever. You know when you're like sounding out words?
Yeah.
When you're young and you're learning to read?
Yeah.
So in the UK when they sound out the same exact words, it's just wild to think that they're taught that this sound makes a completely different sound. Like here we're taught a completely different thing than there. For the same exact word.
Yeah, and in reality, theirs is the original English.
I think theirs is like the gateway to our English.
Yeah, it's definitely the OG English, and then we just
I will never say privacy with a straight face.
vitamin.
And like
I do
serious.
notice that the Z when I hear people say Z, that trips me out a little bit.
It's a letter though.
Yes, but they say the letter Z.
So they say XYZ.
Yeah.
Z's a word. Like it's a fucking word.
All right.
UK, they say zebra, and in the US,
Zebra.
we say zebra.
Zebra.
Those are honestly just a
But-
few of the many words that we say differently, but I thought I'd cover some of them here. Leave a comment down below with other ones that you've noticed, because I do find these very interesting, and some of them, it literally has taken me 10 years to realize that we say them differently. For instance, I was so confused when people kept making fun of the way that I said tune, and they were like, it doesn't rhyme with dune, and I was like, well, it does to me, and I didn't realize that it was a slightly different pronunciation in the UK until I started doing YouTube videos. So leave your comments. Any words you've noticed me saying differently to you or other Americans, would love to hear them. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All
Because
right.
in my head, they said tune.
Tune. Yeah, I don't know. I get fun of even here from my own people when I say cement.
Yeah, there's places in here where we say words separate, like differently. too,
Yeah, it's funny.
depending on where the hell
I
you're
remember,
from.
yeah, her and her family were like, why are you saying cement like that? And I'm like, what, cement? All right. Well, that
Apparently,
was
you're not the only person. I've heard actually a handful of people say
Yeah,
it in my
it's
adult
normal.
life. But I never grew up hearing people say. I heard cement. Not
cement.
Cement.
You got that cement there, Billy?
Automobile. Yeah, anyway.
All right. Well, that was a fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. Okay, guys. And also,
Obviously, you can flood us with all the words that we say differently too.
yeah,
that you say
put some words
different.
down in the description too that you notice.
Even though I'm not going to be able to know from a comment how you say it. But
That is a good point.
anyway.
All right. Jump over to our vlog channel. Subscribe to that as well. All right.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you on the next one.
Ciao.